Ready? Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Thursday Live with Winnie. I'm your host, Winnie Chung. Today, we have a very, very special guest. So make sure to share and like if you're on Facebook now so other friends can join us, and subscribe if you're on Ben and Winnie's YouTube page. So this way, today, welcome. We have a wonderful new generation of tango artists, charismatic, smart, brilliant, young pianist, arranger, pedagogue, author of 3 books, of 2 CDs, band leader of a trio. She had played in the biggest tango show in Buenos Aires, Tango Porteño. I don't know if you have been there. And of course, she's played all around town and has met people from all over the world. Today we have Yazmina Raies with us. Welcome, Yazmina.
Thank you so much, Winnie. Thank you for this big presentation. Thank you.
So once again, we're connecting with Buenos Aires. So welcome to everyone in Argentina, Europe, Asia, and everywhere else. So Yazmina, tell me, I heard that you have a brand new way to share tango with us. And this is an episode about art in progress. So we want to know about how else we can share tango other than dancing a tanda with each other, other than sitting at the cafe listening to you play. There are other ways that you have freshly presented for us how to share tango. What do you have in your website that is so super hot?
Well, today is a very special day for me because I'm releasing today this new website. And in this website is also these 3 piano tango book I've been working this quarantine time, working on this book. These are beginners, for intermediate, and for advanced.
That is wonderful. You know, for years, I have had people ask me from all over the world, Winnie, do you have an easy tango piano solo piece so I can play that too at home? Did you have an experience when you were young that prompted you, that inspired you to make these books, Yazmina?
Yes, exactly. At first, the idea of making this book, it all started with my first album, the piano solo. That is the third book, is the advanced, because some students or colleagues were asking me if they could play my arrangement, and I sent it, but I didn't have a well written, so that was the first step. Then I think, and I remember when I was young, when I was a little girl that wants to play tango, that it was so difficult, even here in Argentina, to find a well-written score of the tangos that I liked. So thinking of that, I start to think to make these other 2 books, the beginners, with a progressive way, and sharing the resources of tango, de a poco, and trying to be progressive until the intermediate, and then the advanced. Sorry, my English.
Your English is perfect. Está perfecto. Way better than my Spanish, as you all heard last week. Before long, I want to hear the easiest piece you have in your book one, Yazmina, so I can believe you that I, a beginning pianist, can also enjoy tango like you by playing it with my own hands, because as you know, it's a completely different experience to enjoy tango by playing it. What is the name of this song, and could you perform
the name
this
of the song of the first book is Como Dos Extraños. It's a really nice melody, and I think everybody here at the Milonga or know. So I will play it, and then I tell you what is about the arrangement that makes it easier. You listen, okay, the piano? Okay.
Yes, thank you, Yazmina. That was so elegant.
Oh, thank you. Well, as you can see or hear, the melody and the accompaniment, it doesn't go for all the keyboard. It stays in the same 2 octaves. That is one of the things that make it easier. Then the melody is the melody that we know, but with some other notes. But those other notes are into parentheses, so you can omit this note to make it easier. And see, tell me.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt. That is wonderful. To you, Yazmina, what is the essence of tango that you want to keep to make it simpler that way, but no simpler than it need to be? What is the essence of tango, you think?
I think the essence in this arrangement, the tango sounds, is the melody, the clarity of the melody that we all know, because this first book, I thought of the tangos I choose are those well-known tangos that is in the head of everyone. So the melody is one of the most important things, and also the rhythm.
Yes.
And the rhythm in this case, it starts tranquilo with half notes only in the left hand. So simple. Also, you can omit one of the notes. Very simple. And then when the rhythmic section starts, it goes in quarter notes.
Yes.
And mark the rhythm.
That
you
is...
can dance it also. Then while you play, the rest can dance also.
Thank you so much. That is the essence of tango as we know it. It's a popular music. That means it should be for everyone. And for y'all who learn how to dance it, you know it takes a little motivation in the beginning. But once you know that it is something you can have, and from what it looks like, you can play tango piano if you want to. This is the first time I'm confident in telling people that you can start the piano and play this. So I invite all of you to give this a try. Let me see it again. Yazmina has a new website that came out yesterday, fresh, hot off the press.
Fresh.
On the chat eye over there, check it out. The books are in there for you to support. Yazmina, so speaking of support, how do we get to the second level? Motivation for me, a beginning pianist, is really a problem. How can I, what is the motivation for you to play tango music, which obviously is harder than just listening to tango music, right? On any instrument.
On any instrument, yes. I think the motivation is, I don't know, to hear the music, to dance the music, are in this beautiful world of tango, and then that you can play the beginners arrangement. Then the intermediate, like I thought of they being progressive, I think it should be not so difficult.
Yes.
The motivation is studying first with one hand, then with another hand, then
You know,
if,
I'm a dancer and a
yes,
beginning
I know.
piano player. I have always really loved the milonga. Is there a chance
Ah,
that I can learn how to play the milonga on the piano?
yes, yes, it is. You can, Winnie. You can play whatever you want in tango.
Anything
So
easy?
anything easy. We have an easy one and intermediate. I show you the first one of the intermediate level. Sometimes people think that milonga is like it's difficult to dance, but to play is not so difficult because all know this. We all know this kind of rhythm. If you know that, changing the accent of that, you can play milonga. I have this one.
I want to
It's not
play.
so difficult. I play a little part.
Uh, wow, I want to play that. I want to play that today. And you can play today if you write to Jasmina on her website. But no, really, that is fantastic. I didn't know that's all there is to a milonga. It's the rhythmic pattern on the left side and the tune on the right side. That's great.
From other rhythm that is called habanera. If you are a classical trained pianist or are playing something that in some music, this rhythm is always. So it's not so difficult when we, ¿cómo se dice? Trasladar.
To
When
translate, to trans.
no. Well, it's the same rhythm with different accents.
Ah, yes. The same rhythm, but with a different accent or
Different
different
accent and
swing.
different character, exactly.
Like a different swing.
Yes, different swing.
Swing is so important in any popular music, including
Yes,
tango.
yes.
So I
Mhm.
can't wait until we get to the third level. This is Jasmina Maestra level. Can we hear one whole complete tune from level
Okay,
3, which
I
is
will. I will play something for you all. This is in my CD that is called Tangos en Piano Solo, Tangos in Solo Piano. And this one in particular is a song that I really loved because I love tango because of my father and my mother also other classical music and jazz, but my father always listened tango. And here in Argentina, there was a TV show that this tune it was the tune of the show. So it's in the head of everyone. And I was a little kid and I sung the letter and always loved this song. And when I play, I always dedicate to my dad. And this is called Cafetín de Buenos Aires. It's from Maestro Mariano Mores. So here's my arrangement that is in the third book.
Brava, brava. Thank you.
Thank you, Winnie.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Can you believe it? We have the arranger pianist here playing her arrangement for us. It's a real gift. Thank you, Yazmina.
Thank you to you, Winnie. Thank you so much for this space, for everything you do to share tango into the world and that people know this beautiful genre.
We have wonderful comments from our guest right now, Thomas Horwath. He is your fan. Thomas from Cincinnati. He said he was lucky enough to see Yazmina's trio in Buenos Aires a year ago, and it was an amazing concert.
Oh, thank you so much, Thomas. Thomas was one of the first buyers of the book.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you so much, Thomas.
And Christy from San Francisco, Dieter from Seattle. Dieter has a question. Maestra Raies, can you read? ¿No tiene arreglo para guitarra también? Saludos desde la tierra ecuestre de Kentucky. Bravo.
Muchas gracias. I don't have for guitar, but I can work on that.
Yes, and buy the arrangements. That's right, Dieter. There are many ways to support your artist right now in this difficult time, and I am giving you an easy way to support your artist right now. Go to Yazmina's website, lots of CDs to purchase, and yes, Sarah, it is time to get yourself a keyboard. See, you need recommendations, write to Minnie. I will send you a keyboard. And
I cannot read the comments.
Our friend Juan Pablo Gallardo says, can she play same song with congas with Tio Dani? Can you?
Now I can.
Can
I
you?
can read.
Can you play the same song, Con Tio Dani?
Oh.
And the congas over there. That's right. So you guys have been wonderful to let us present to you music from Argentina in Yazmina's home in Argentina with a keyboard with the same big corazon, the big heart that she has when she performs to you in a grand concert hall on a 9-foot piano. So you can hear the love through this keyboard. Yazmina, I have one last question for you.
Okay, yes.
You are my first female tango pianist that I have the pleasure to present on my little platform here, Tango Live with Winnie.
That's an honor.
I want to ask you, why should I not ask you, how does it feel to be a female tango artist? And at the same time, why should I ask you to talk a little bit about that? What is the dilemma? Can you tell us?
It's a dilemma because for many years there wasn't women at this genre. In fact, all the tangos we know are written by men, played by men. Our idols are men because there is no old lady from tango. And that is something that we need to change. I always talk with my friends from the trio that we want to be playing together when we have the gray hair and we are really old ladies. Because there's no women on tango because, well, it was always place for men. But now that is changing. Now here in Argentina, this movement of women is really strong. So there's a lot of women playing tango in very different instruments. But for pianists, bass player, bandoneon, it was always a very difficult place because it was always a place of men, instruments for men in the idea, cultural idea.
The cultural idea.
And yes, because in violin it was always like a singer. It's okay, but bandoneon, those are male instruments. But now we are kicking that idea out. But in the early years there was an orquesta de señoritas. In the 40s also. But in a documentary that is there in YouTube, an old bandoneonist said like those were considered like a minor orchestra. O el polémico, se dice acá. So with all that, we had to fight.
You have to tell them, what did they make you wear in the beginning when you had to perform in a tango show, say Tango Porteño or other important venues of tourist tango in Buenos Aires? What do they make you wear?
In a suit, a man's suit. I had to play with a suit like I was a man. But then they changed. Now I can play with a dress and whatever I like. But it was a time that the women that played there had to dress like a man. And also there's other casas de tango, like we said here, like Tango Porteño and other ones, that don't accept women in their orchestras because they want to show the world the orchestra of men. So still now it's difficult, even now, I mean, it's difficult to access to that kind of jobs.
You have a very powerful instrument, the piano, in front of you. As we all know, the pianist is in charge of the tango orchestra, has always been, right? Juan Pablo Gallardo, my friend, yes. Because of that, could we ask for an encore? Please, Yazmina, could you play us one more song from your CD or from a song that you've been playing for your friends? Share with us one more.
One more, I share you. I have here all the arrangement from the book. See?
Problema del sonido que no está llegando, porque está llegando mal el sonido.
Do you hear me okay? Here my assistant said that.
No, está llegando mal el sonido.
¿Está llegando mal?
I hear you.
Sí, suena como si fuera el teléfono de la cámara.
Okay. Well, do you hear the people hear well the music?
Do you hear people? I hear you.
Quiero probar algo, ¿puede ser?
Sí. Here my assistant wants to try something with the sound. See, we have a little time.
Yes, we have a little time. While the assistant work on the sound, to get sound from Buenos Aires is very difficult. We're very far away.
Sí, sí, se escucha mal.
¿Escuchas bien ahí?
Sí.
Okay.
Can you hear us, guys? Can you tell us that you can hear us? Yes,
A ver.
they hear you.
The piano listens, here's okay? Perfecto, se escucha bárbaro, dice. Okay. I play something for you.
Woo! Brava!
Also issue with the pedal.
Brava, Yazmina. No issues, no issues anywhere. Brava. Thank you so much for sharing all your music with us. In fact, that's all of it. Her website has free downloads of these arrangements as well for you to try it to see if it suits your level. And after that, of course, you can actually buy her book in either PDF format or the physical format if you're in Argentina, right?
Exactly. Yes, in the website is a section with free download of some scores I wrote or some transcriptions. So you can also download free some stuff.
Thank you very much, Yazmina. And please come back. Thank you, Juan Pablo Gallardo, for sharing your website link right there.
Gracias, Juan Pablo.
Gracias a todos. Thank you, Yazmina.
Thank you so much.
We will
Thanks to
see
you. Thank you, Winnie. Thank you for everything. A big kiss.
I will
Thank
see
you
you
all.
soon in Buenos Aires tomorrow.
Sí.
I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.